Well, today I was digging out my old air pumps from my fish tank. Got a 125-gallon tank, and I use this big one to blow air, and it's been slowing down, and I didn't take it apart. I had a backup one, so I switched it out. So today I pulled it out. I was going to make some compost tea. I'll make a video later on how to do that, but the air pump for an air stone with worm compost, soil, dirt in a bucket, 5-gallon bucket, to make compost tea for my plants, my garden and stuff. And I found out that taking it apart, the seals inside were not good where they connect, and they were not blowing air, and the seals were ripped in the center part right next to the bolt. So I took them apart and thought about buying a rebuild kit, and it's an older number, couldn't find it online. I figured, well, I need it now, so I took some 2-liter bottles. I don't know if you can see that little tiny piece of plastic rim there, but I took the bolt apart, and then there's another nut behind that, and then on the other side of the part there, and maybe I could pull it open. Show you what I did inside. There you go. So what I did is I took the screw and all that apart, and I just made another washer, larger diameter than that one, out of 2-liter bottle plastic. Brushed both sides of it with some rubber contact cement, just some glue, and put just a larger washer on both sides to try to help hold the rubber, a little bit bigger area. And of course the glue will kind of seal up a little bit, and it's flexible, but just put the plastic in there and get it to work, you know. So the seal might go back on. And of course, you know, these things just go back and forth with a magnet that's in there. It sits in there, and these things vibrate with electricity and make air. It comes out the holes here in the bottom. So I put it all back together. Anyway, you can buy rebuild kits for these things, and I wasn't ready to run out and go buy one. I mean, I usually take things apart and see how they work. I mean, if it's broke, what do you got to lose? It's already broke, you're replacing it, so I took it apart, put it all back together. There we go. And like I said, put it all back together, or at least this half, and plugged it in, and it worked. So I can go back to composting my tea for gardening, and I don't have to spend $5-7 for a rebuild kit, rubber caps or whatever they give you, and shipping and handling, a week to wait to get them. But anyway, it's all back together, and I guess I'll plug it in and show you. What the heck, right? Let me find an outlet over here that's available. In the kitchen, of course, where we all do our good projects. But listen to it. Really blowing now. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's fixed. And since we still got battery power, I'll just show you the compost tea that I'm making. Basically what I'm saying is, if you got something that's broke, take it apart. You ain't got nothing to lose. We'll put some worm soil in these bags. Put the air stone underneath it. I put some drip irrigation lines on there and made a little whoop-de-whoop. Put a little weight on there to go to the bottom. And teed it off. And the air just circulates in there and you make good compost tea. And I use that for my worms. Take the soil out. You see lots of plants for the garden. And I used all their compost soil after the worms have done their business in it. And that's how you get a green thumb. All the stuff you do. Anyway, that's my video. Just give me a shortcut on how to fix something. Like I said, take it apart, look at it, see how things tick. Ain't got nothing to lose, you already got to replace it. Alright, see ya. Take something apart and figure it out later.